What's up, guys? Sunday morning, and hope everybody put their clock ahead. I guess your phone will automatically do that, so take the guesswork out of that. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick video about yesterday's event in Philly, the WinterBlast, man. And I watched most of the live stream, basically all the left, and then all the right-handed matches, the super matches, some of the amateurs. I mean, that's kind of back and forth, and some of the stream was in and out, which is to be expected because so many people there were streaming, and it's hard to have that many people on a Wi-Fi. But great job, man. By the way, the 98 percenters and Ryan Grogan. Those guys, man, are new guys to the sport, and really doing stuff with promotions groups and stuff, really pushing it, and it's really awesome to see. I like where our sport's been going the last couple years, and I love that we're getting into pay-per-views, live streams, more events. I mean, it was a really great event. I mean, I wish I liked to travel more. But it was a really good event, and it was just super pumped me up, man. Watch. So I just wanted to kind of go through the highlights that I thought of, and I'm probably forgetting a ton of shit because that's just the way I roll. But yeah, man, I want to give hats off to Daniel Worley getting back on the table. He pulled the 242s, which is pretty heavy for him. I know him in shape would be more closer to the 220 class. And really, honestly, a guy like that, he could be like 200, 198er if he was just disciplined with his diet, because he's not a muscular guy. He doesn't really train, so if he just got on a really good regimen and was motivated to do that, I think that he would kill in both of those classes. But yeah, it was impressive seeing him. Got third place. Had a good match with Brandon Elselser. And that's Worley coming off the couch. That's Worley injured. I can't remember. I think his right is injured, or maybe I don't know. But anyway, I know he's not at 100%. And I know he hasn't been really training. I know he was helping Artem get ready for this event, and he went to a couple practices maybe in the last year. But yeah, I don't think he's been doing anything but, just enjoying family life and his business. So that's super impressive. I mean, he has so many great genetic just potential, well, not even potential. He just is so genetically gifted is more the words that I'm looking for. He is just a really smart puller, and he just can really just fly by on that alone. And a trained version of that, I don't think anybody is beating him left-handed in his weight class. And I think he's given a lot of the bigger guys a battle as well. So yeah, man, just hats off to him. I'm glad he's coming back. Hope he gets remotivated and gets dedicated, because I just love seeing, people with just amazing genetic gifts. And then when you can have the drive to push yourself, like I have the drive to push myself every day and train, whatever, twice a day, 3 times a day, whatever it takes, super motivated, get up every day to do that. But I don't have this, genetic talent of arm wrestling, and it took me a long time, and it's still a battle for me just to improve on my arm wrestling IQ. I'm getting stronger and getting in my positions where I'm stronger now, and I'm learning to evaluate the game a lot better. But some of these younger guys, man, just have the ability to see things, to catch on, and to really excel in the sport. And it's really awesome. And speaking of new guys, man, Roger learned. He had a super match with Josh Harding. And those are 2 great up-and-comers. And Roger, man, he's been pulling so many events. I see him all the time. pulling events and doing well and taking super matches and stuff, man. I think he came second in the 242s as well after winning his super match. I do believe 3-0. He just catches people and has a great strong hold hook where he catches you and he just surges back, man. It's really really impressive. I think that he's going to be one of the top future guys. I think like we're seeing a lot of these young guys just excel really quickly over like the past couple years. I don't think he's been in the sport that long, but I noticed over the last year or two, seeing a huge progression and and his passion and his motivation to travel and train and practice. I mean, it's what you need to do, man. It's great to see that. So hats off to Roger. Robbie Russell, he had a super match with Kevin Robertson, and that was for the belt. I'm not sure what the weight class is. I think it's around 200. Robbie is he's a freak of nature too. Like, talking about Worley with genetic potential or genetic gifts. I mean, he's phenomenal. I'm a huge fan. Seen this kid perform last few years, man. Last 4 or 5 years, he's been just on a really, incline. Just amazing to watch. And I'm going to be doing an interview with him next week. I'll have it posted on the YouTube channel, and we're going to talk about training and just his career in general. But yeah, man, he had a really impressive performance. I think he pulled 2 weight classes too. I'm not sure how he did, but he was up in the conversation. I think top 3 or 4 left. He had some wars, and I'm not sure right-handed. I don't think I caught that class, all that class. But yeah, man, these guys pulling super matches and pull multiple classes. This is crazy. As we saw that with, everybody, I think, that pulled super matches pulled classes. I think Uncle John pulled like every class that he could possibly pull, because I saw him up there pulling Sean Latimer. And I'm a huge fan. Uncle John, love what he's doing, man. He's really pushing the sport. I got to talk to John when I first got into the sport, and he was living up north, and then ironically he moved to my hometown, Halifax, Nova Scotia. So, but yeah, I love what he's doing. Talk about a guy that really made a transformation as far as a physical transformation. Man, that's been amazing to watch, motivating. I love when guys take their life into their own hands and change it, and better themselves, especially with nutrition and health-wise. So, yeah, man, it's great to see. Great to see him pulling. He pulled 2 super matches. He pulled. Did he pull? I can't remember. Did he? I can't remember who he pulled left-handed. Right-handed, he pulled Artem, and Artem was a little bit too much for him. Artem's right is just like coming. I mean, Artem in general is evolving, and once again, another guy. I saw him from the right beginnings when I went over to a practice, 2000 and maybe 11 or 12. Would have been like 13 or 14, because I started in the 2012. So I think it was like 2013, maybe 14. I met him over at Brandon's. He couldn't even speak English, and he was smashing me. Like, he had enough skill to like take my hand, and I didn't know what the fuck to do. So, yeah, man, he's been evolving, growing. That's another guy that's young, and you see these people maturing. But yeah, man, very proud of him, man. He's doing really well, and what a great story. He's a really great inspiration for people that you come, just like Arnold. Even though I'm not a fan of Arnold personally, but his story of how he came to America. But like that's like Artem, man. He came to America, couldn't speak English. Met a couple arm wrestlers, and now look at him with 20-some thousand subs plus on his YouTube. Very motivated, working, has a good work ethic, always working hard, always pushing himself to better himself. I mean, that's a great example right there. People talk about, oh, I can't do this or I can't do that. And then you got guys out there doing, just grinding like that. That's super amazing to me. I love seeing that shit. And hats off. And I know his birthday is coming up, I think. So happy birthday, Artem. I'll see you next week at the at the Strong Arm Challenge, Brandon Morris. So yeah, guys, if you're in town next Saturday, check it out. Brandon Morris's Strong Arm Challenge, giving away a bike, a motorcycle, or $1,000. So, but anyway, yeah. So Uncle John was super impressive. Artem, super impressive with his right. I think he came in second place in both classes, only losing to Jason Merlo, which, man, Jason is freaking phenomenal. Talk about a super beast. I met Jason, I think 2000 and I want to say, God, was it after my arm break? I think it was way before my arm break. So I think I met him in 2014, 15. I was in New Jersey. I went to a practice. I got to pull with that whole team. I forget the name, something brutal, or something. I forget now, but yeah, man, what a great bunch of beasts. I met Marcio. That's when I met Bob, and now Bob lives in Florida. That actually was at Bob's house. So yeah, man, Jason, man, phenomenal kid. Like, I love this guy. Huge fan. Ran into him at Worlds last year. Was awesome talking to him and catching up to him. But yeah, man, this kid is just, his strap game is crazy. Like, you can even see it when he's setting up, how much of an advantage he has. It's crazy, and what a great guy. What a great guy, and great champion. 220, man. What a stud. He's the top guy up there, man. Yeah, it's amazing to see. And, it was great to see Artem take that match, because that's not really his weight class. But, when you want to test the waters to see where you fit in, I mean, that was a great matchup. And even though Jason, was on another level, hats off to Artem for taking that match and, challenging himself. That's what you have to do, man. You have to challenge yourself sometimes, because that's where you need to know. Like, a few years ago, I thought I was at the level of Jordan still, so I had a super match with him, got my butt kicked. Then I realized, hey, I'm not at that level, so yeah, man, you just, it kind of gives you a perspective of where you are and where you want to be and where you need to push yourself in your training and stuff. So, that's a great way to be motivated. Another great match, Aaron Yearsley and Hobbs, man, love those two guys. Aaron came back from a broken arm. Much respect, dude, for anybody that comes back. I know, just coming back from 2 broken arms and a torn bicep, I know the challenges of that, man, and the first time was the hardest. So, yeah, man, hats off to him. He looked super strong, big guy, and him and Dave had a good battle, but Aaron just looked super strong. Jamie and Dustin, Jamie all the way from California, Jamie Sheldon, super stud. He's growing into this new kind of weight class for him, pulling in the 220 classes. It's tough, man, when you get, I think when you're getting older, not that he's old, but I think when you're, when you're in your 40s, and I think that putting on exercise and stuff and just pulling in, bigger guys, I think that's a big challenge. I personally, I'm not even on that elite level anyway, but I personally feel like, I'm 50 though, so it's a little different, but I feel like, even though I feel good right now at 240, I know that I would feel so much better at 220 health-wise. And for me to keep this weight on, I have to eat a lot of calories, extra food, and, go to bed feeling full. And, also when I'm eating freely like that, I have a bad relationship with food sometimes, and I'm not always getting good quality calories in sometimes. Well, I am getting good quality, but on top of that, shitty food. So, which isn't, helping me, I don't think. So that being said, I just feel like as you get older, I think having, not a huge frame, I think it's better to kind of stay a little lighter and be healthy, but that's just me. But Jamie, he pulled Dustin. Dustin's a big kid, man. I think he was a lot heavier than Jamie. So, but a great win for him, man, because that really, that's a big win. Anybody beating Jamie Sheldon that's a big accomplishment. Jamie's been in the sport for a long time, and he's a great athlete, and he's a killer, man. So, great win for him. We got Jason. So that's about it, man. I think I covered everybody that I wanted to cover. Hats off to, like I said, Ryan, the 98% crew. Great matches. Tim Bresnick, great refereeing. Paul Lynn, Dave Morocco, all those guys, man. It's good to see everybody being there, supporting the arm wrestling event. And, it's just awesome seeing these events take off. I look forward to all these events that are actually streamed, because it gives me a chance to be able to watch these events, and, really learn and see a lot of these new guys pulling, man. There's so many great new guys in the sport. It's amazing. It's amazing to be in this sport. It's such a great game, man. I love it. I also appreciate all you guys for pushing the channel, helping this channel grow. Really appreciate it. Like I said, I want to hit 1,000 subs by July 4th. And I'm going to have a lot more content, a lot more arm wrestling interviews. I was thinking, in the beginning, I was bringing back the Arm Wrestling Nation radio show, which doesn't even make sense because I'm doing videos now. So, and that was just my first chapter in, kind of promoting arm wrestling and help pushing the competitors and stuff. So, now it's the Bearded Dude podcast. I'm going to have some great guests on. This week alone, I'm going to have an interview with Robbie Russell. We're going to talk about his training and his upcoming, what he's got planned this weekend, his experience at the WinterBlast. And then I'm going to have the great Doug Allen on, talking about his matchup coming up on the 23rd of April with Krasny. Doug's a great competitor. I'm a huge Doug Allen fan. He's one of my all-time favorite arm wrestlers. Super intense, super nice guy. And for all you young guys out there that are new to the sport, man, Doug was one of the top guys, and still is. But now that he's back, hopefully training hard, which I do believe he is, to take this match. Because I talked to him at the Olympia, and I know he's busy with work, and his fiance Brittany she's pulling a lot, so he's been helping her train, and it's hard to balance everything. And I feel like when you were on top at one time, it's hard to maybe get back there because you've already done so much in the sport, So, but yeah, I'll be talking to Doug about what he's got going on, training, and that matchup. Yeah, Louisiana State's. It's going to be a huge event on the 23rd. I'm going to see if I can swing by there maybe. So yeah, man, next week, check out Brandon Morris, Strong Arm Challenge. I know Artem's going to be there, so we might be live streaming. I'm not sure, but there'll be lots of video footage and stuff. So if you're out in Florida, in Orlando, come support arm wrestling in Florida. And hey, man, I hope everybody has a great Sunday. Get that workout in, put that work in, and just be grateful for the days that we have each day, man. It's just a blessing.